Okay, there we go.
All right. Time attacks unlocked. Master level art manuals.
None of that means anything. Yeah, I wish they had explained what the rift was. I think it would have been so cool if it had actually been like an limited connection.
A connection to another world or something else.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, restructuring everything in and of itself would... Can we talk a little bit?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how to get access to the remaining quiet moments.
Oh.
But yeah, it would have been really cool if the rift had actually been straight up like a link to...
You're right about those quiet moments. What would you have needed? Was it just because you needed the two party members in your...
I don't know. I'm just gonna go over here and see if we get them. And if this doesn't work, then I don't know.
Because is there a new game plus for
if
this?
there's like a new game plus where you have to see the quiet moments, I'm just not doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably be fine. They're super cute. Let's see if this triggers now. Okay, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Melia, everything okay?
I was pondering the shape of things that are to come.
Like fuzzy shape of King of Fog thing?
No, even beyond that.
Mama?
When this is over, when the battle is won, what will you do?
Miss Melia asks good question. Kino goes straight home and reports succeedings to Nopon.
What will you tell him?
That Miss Melia and others make best as sidekicks.
Sidekicks?
Kino and mean friends. Was slip of tongue. Miss Melia, please. No scary face.
Just a joke.
Mama, please not to intimidate Kino.
You wish to be a hero pon, yes? If that was enough to startle you, you've got a long way to go.
Mama.
And yet, I hardly think you need to feel hurried. This journey we're on is a certain first step on the way to achieving your dream. I know you will have many chances to prove yourself yet. Also, I think you cut a very fine figure pursuing your goal.
Whoa, then Kino already mighty hero pon?
If you're asking that question, it's a sign you are not.
Miss Melia make no sense sometimes.
What will you do after you speak to Riki?
Mama, what Miss Melia mean?
As laudable as it is to have made new friends, surely it is but the first step to herodom.
Mama, sidekick... friends is all Kino's thought of so far. After Dadapon come back from adventure, he boldly brag about bring back many friends and have great success. So then, Kino also want to tell about how Kino make friends. That not enough reason to want.
What really counts is inside you, but you still have much time. Perhaps it would do you good to think on it a while.
Miss Melia not just tell? Miss Melia's such a meanie. Also, what is mean by still have much time? We not go back once King of Fog goes splosh?
You are forgetting something. The Junks is quite severely damaged. I expect we can repair it, but it will not happen overnight.
Nah, that did slip mind. But everyone expects big return of hero upon Kino. What Kino going to do? Have ambitions, want travel to far land, talk to many much people, and then helping wing if some in distress. What to doing? Magnificent plan of Kino, encounter unplanned delay. Miss Melia, please to helping Kino.
I see you've taken my words to heart.
Mama, what Miss Melia mean?
To think, it was only a little while ago you were hiding behind Nene. You've come very far in such a short time. helping those you encounter, no matter the problem. You've become quite forthright in our travels. Indeed, striving to make your dreams come true is a powerful thing.
So, Miss Melia, explain?
Well, being told the answers does not equal learning. How about this? Why don't we think on it together?
Mama! Miss Melia knows the Kino after all.
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna bring us back to the plot and the ending. Gosh. Oh my gosh, how many of these do we have?
We
I
have
guess there's
tons
not that many.
of them.
We've only got 6.
Okay, let's go.
That's not so bad.
Let's go.
I think we got 6. No, I wanted to talk about how this ended for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish the Fog King had been more of a connection to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, or like some sequel bait or something, but it was literally nothing. It was just some big bad fog thing with the rift. And it would have been cool if there was some explanation for why it happened, you know, the angry ghost of what's-his-face.
The ghost?
You know, of the god that we wrecked. Why am I picking these things up? Why can't I remember his name? Come on, help me out here.
Zanza, you mean? Or...
Yeah, there we go. But, like, if it was the ghost of Zanza, or, you know, the two worlds starting to merge, which would be interesting in its own right, but I don't know how that would go, or just, like, any number of things.
And the other thing, too, is the villain that had a motivation was knocked off a couple battles before.
Yeah, he, like, just ran away and then possibly got killed by the Telethia?
I thought he got killed by the Telethia.
Okay, it was kind of unclear, / like, I've been zoning out a little bit.
At least it...
But, like, it would have been cool if he was the one that, like, jumped in and revived the Fog King with himself, and he starts just, like, eldritch whispering for a while.
I think it would have been something where the Fog King had never... Like, it could possess other creatures with its external influence, but let's just say this dude, like, sacrifices itself to the king. He's like, if I can't become... You know, if, you know, Melia refuses to usher in, you know, a new era, you know, with the High Entia and stuff, then I will make a new breed of being, you know, ones that are infused with the power of this the Fog King and stuff.
And then he chucks himself in, and then he gets
possessed.
like infinite rift knowledge and starts like screaming about how terrible it is on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Or about how great it is on the other side or something. And so
this power.
you get the entire like last boss fight where this guy is just talking mad nonsense.
It would be cool if it was this, if these entities from this other plane couldn't exist in tangible form in the real world unless they had hosts. So that's why they were taking over the creatures, and it didn't really have voice until it could take over a humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
And it, for some reason...
Because I think that's all this DLC needed, was just somebody to, like, explain why the heck anything happened. Because it was pleasant, but as far as the actual story went, not... I mean, it was the same story as, I guess, Ni no Kuni 2, just slightly different.
Shulk, looky look! Plenty of trees growing.
Looks like this area isn't very heavily cultivated. That might be why nature runs so rampant.
Big step for Nopon! Kino make this into Frontier Village Mark II.
Frontier Village, huh? I was amazed first time I saw it. All the pollen factories, built into that giant tree.
Nopon never use metal if can be helped. Except for Sisterpon, who like to use hom-hom shields very much.
Oh, right. It's true, though. Riki never did use a metal weapon. It looked more like a fruit of some kind.
Kino here, this is actually gumberry that store ether within. Kino just make it suck in ether, and then it shoot out contents like real rifle.
Is that right? I'm not sure I've ever seen a berry that big before.
Indeedy. Kino never see one lying around before, that for sure.
The plants that bear them must be very rare. I knew biters, but I didn't know you had curiosities like these.
Well, Biter's still more popular. Little Pun Kino also wants to use Biter, but no beef on wings, so could not carry properly.
Oh.
Then, when Kino gets in Big Sulk, Dadapon go and pick Cumberry from somewhere.
Riki did. So he can be a model father. I'm impressed.
Yes, Dadapon is true Hero-pon. This weapon only used now by Nopon 2 Wimpy to hold Biter, but Dadapon was first one to discover. Everyone jumped for happy when introduced.
Riki is a man of many talents, huh? A true hero-pon indeed.
Dadapon say he gets idea for making into weapon from Homprom gun.
Inspired by a Hom's gun. Ah, Charla's ether rifle then. Though if he was going to make weapons, I would have been happy to help him out.
How about if Shulk give Kino pointers? Kino's still not always hit target.
Pointers, eh? From what I saw, though, it seemed like you knew your stuff.
Kino also thinks so, but still sometimes miss.
Right. Then maybe you'd best learn how to properly handle the weapon.
Properly how?
Am I right to assume you've never really had proper training?
How's Shulk knowing of that? Kino's state of shock.
I reckon the weapon's more beat up than it should be. You don't want that. More prone to malfunctions.
What Kino should do?
It's important to be as careful as possible. Handle it too roughly, and you could end up warping the grip. If the aim is a little off, it could potentially be because of that.
How Shulk knows such things? Kino never figure out in a million years.
I've always liked tinkering with weapons. Even made my friend Ryan's weapon, in fact. That'll be why. If you need a weapon maintained, I'm your guy.
Shulk really second most awesome after Dadapon. Tell Kino more.
All right. But for now, let's reinforce this to help with your aim. In return, could you perhaps share some more stories?
Kino liked that deal.
Aw, so that explained how he was able to get the little berry gun?
Yep.
Was it? Berry
Gunberry.
rifle? Gunberry?
Love the British accents. I do too. The voice acting in this game is great. One of the reasons that originally caught my interest with this game is that people were talking about just how good the English voice acting was, to the point where they'd actually, you know, where most people will watch anime or, you know, play JRPGs with the original Japanese voice acting. This is one of those games where it's like indisputably almost more fun to listen to. Some people absolutely hate it. I think it's kind of polarizing, but at the same time, it's so good. Oh, it has to be afternoon. They have to be in the party. Can you just do this automatically for me, game? Like, what is with this fiddly nonsense? Oh, right, afternoon. Daytime, but no, it has to be afternoon.
Yep. Not, you don't want it to be evening. No, just that.
Let's try this. Yep.
Nice and warm. Snoozy and tozy. Sleepsy and sunsy. Sister Pon, Kino just have dream of become hero Pon. Meh? Big impress, Kino. Even dream of being hero Pon in middle of a sleep. Sister Pon there too. Nene in dream too? What Nene do? Kino and Nene were lying in sun, just like now. But then, it suddenly get dark. When open eye saw face of huge Brog in front of own face. Mimere! Hope it not eat us. Tongue of Brog all wormy long. With tongue, it gobble Nene right up. Oh no, Nene get ate? But to help Sister Pon, Kino get self-ate too. Man, what happened next? Inside the Brog's stomach, full of pollen orbs. Oh, day of happy. How very lucky to be Brog food. No, wait, how we get out? Kino insists upon ate own fill of pollen orbs. Ate till full. It sounds like dream. So then, bodies of Kino and Nene swell up like balloon, and Brog blurt Kino and Nene out. Such wow! Nene and Kino jammy pants. And that how Kino become mighty Hieropon. Such sudden. Now, what give? Why not Nene become Hieropon? But, what happened? It was just dream. Once woke up, no longer was Hieropon. Meh. Well, Nene think Kino become more closer to Hieropon each day. Kino, while travel with Mr. Shulk and Miss Melia, Kino tried to talk to all many sorts of people. And also, ancient Nopon art of shifty slip that Kino practiced so long looked like it come along nicely. Mama, really? Hurrah! Kino happy to hear. Wait, how Nene know Kino was practicing shifty slip technique? Meh, he's not to sweat teensy details. Shifty also. Anyway, Kino working really hard to become Hieropon. Which mean, one day soon, become Hieropon in life, not just dream. Mr. Shulk and Miss Melia such amazing. Always give everything for others. They like real-life Hieropon. But what about... Kino defeat King of Fog. Could even do all by lonesome. Meh. Kino sure? Kino sure. But there's no need for Kino to fight by lonesome. Everyone defeat Fog King together. If fight alone, it's always chance to slip up and make mistake. But when all together, help one another to succeed. Nene make sure everyone stay safe. And Kino make sure everyone stay healthy. Mama, Kino convinced? After beat King of Fog, Kino be Hieropon? For sure get big pat on back from bird people friends. And then maybe they build statue of Kino, Hieropon, vanquisher of King of Fog. Mama, Kino have to do it. Nene always by side of Kino, not have to worry one bit. Oh, thankings. With Nene by side of Kino, King of Fog just be a cloudy puff. That the spirit. Nene also set pluck to max.
Do you want me to tell you what they were? What was the dream? Or the dream was, I should say?
I guess. I mean, just super short version, seeing as... Actually, here, tell me after, or I can watch the footage, mainly because everyone
just saw it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't subject them to a recap of something they saw that I missed because I was peeing.
True. Ouch.
Eh.
Oh. Huh?
Oh, we haven't viewed the necessary quiet moments. There's only like 3 left!
But also,
Well,
Tyrea in the party?
4 left. Yeah, I think we just need Melia in the party and nothing more.
Oh, you might as well hand in the quest regarding the ship too, just to see what it's about.
It's not going to change. It's nothing. It's so...
Look at their little feet go.
Yep. Nopon are cute. Hey, hello all. Long time no speak. Hello. We won't be going much longer. We are just finishing this game off. For good.
Which is sad because I'd love to see more of this cast of characters and such.
I would enjoy it if they had like a proper sequel of some variety.
Then the question would be, who would their next adversary be? Anytime? Huh. That's another Melia and Tyrea.
I think we just need Melia in the party. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Then we should have gone back.
No, we had to see the other one. I think we had to see this one first.
Ah.
It's a fateful thing that you and I should see each other again here, like this.
Tyrea, what brought you to the Bionis Shoulder?
A good question. Honestly, I had no motive. I wandered without aim, the Bionis no more. Before long, I found myself here. That's all.
So it is but a work of chance. Is that right?
Exactly. Though I certainly didn't expect that chance would bring me back to Alcamoth. The rest is just as I told you. I helped Elam with his research and surveilled the city, waiting for the right opportunity.
So then, you're saying you remained here in order to win back the capital, yes?
If I'm honest, I have to admit, I did consider it. At least until the Fog King appeared.
And then?
The people who still live here, when I showed up, I was a dead woman walking. But they took me in without question. People like that, falling victim to that accursed monster. It doesn't bear thinking about. That's why.
You feel yourself indebted to them, right? Tyrea, you've changed.
Have I? Have I really?
Tyrea, if it's all right with you, why not come with us?
Melia.
We can't pretend the past didn't happen. I know that. But still, can't we at least band together?
I can't.
Is that so? Forgive me, Tyrea. It was thoughtless not to consider your feelings. You must see me as your mother's killer.
You misapprehend. That's not at issue here. I just don't understand.
What do you mean? What don't you understand?
I simply... Since the day Yumea drew her final breath, I've lost sight of the path I should walk. It's still the same now. What can I focus on? Where should I go? What will bring meaning to my existence? Even my staying here, when it comes down to it, I'm just resigning myself to the winds of chance.
Tyrea, that's wrong.
Melia, you continue to misjudge me. I have not changed. I've never known anything, not even my own desires.
I can tell you feel lost, Tyrea.
I've never had anything remotely resembling your brilliance.
Everyone, and I mean everyone, feels doubt. We lost sight of the right path in the Great War. We all did, not just you. I did as well. Nay, I still do now. If I said all my doubts were behind me, it would be a heinous lie. When your heart is lost at sea and drifting, it takes time to find answers within. And when you've lost someone important to you, it takes more time still. Hear me. You are strong enough. In time, you will find your answers.
My skills were once widely recognized, though I may have used them to try and end your life.
Is that still Something you wish to do?
If that were the case, you would have gone sailing over the edge of the Bionis Shoulder a long time ago.
I believe so too. When in reality, I'm standing here talking with you. So then, I think that leaves us some room for friendship. Doesn't it?
You speak just like those Homs you traveled with.
I take that as a compliment, actually. But it's as you say. It's yet another thing I've learned from them.
Why are you so damn persistent? Is that your crown princess duty? Or do you simply pity the weakling I've become?
Enough. I'll hear no more of this self-loathing. My heart tells me it's the right thing to do. That is all. That is my reason, and the only answer you'll get.
Melia.
What's more, Tyrea? You're all the family I have left. Listen. Once we have dealt with the matter at hand, would you please give me your answer again?
And what if I cannot give you the answer that you're looking for?
I will respect whatever conclusion you arrive at, so long as it's one you can live with.
Don't get your hopes up.
Fine. That will suffice for now. I'll be waiting, Tyrea.
Should I really go along with Melia? Am I worthy? After all the years spent in shadows, all the blood. Yumea, Mother, please give me a sign.
Okay, so now we've got the one up on top, but I'm gonna try this one on the junks. Just in case.
Oh, nice. So were these really all just because of the post, because we defeated the Fog King? Or
I guess we really could have seen a lot of these sooner. And maybe we could have seen some of them.
Oh, such very depressed.
What is it, Kino? Has something happened?
Miss Melia.
Why the sighing? It's unlike the bright, bubbly Kino I know.
What? Kino not allowed to be moody? It's sensitive, especially at the age of now.
I see. And I hope you'll forgive me. So something worrying you? Anything you care to discuss with me?
Adoptive can help. But maybe Miss Melia have some advice.
Oh, very well. In that case, I'm all ears.
Kino follow Miss Melia and Shulk calls Skulky like to come with.
Yes, quite.
But at start, Kino never think Kino come to such very far away place. That why, when Kino leave, Kino not say bye-byes to Mama-pon. If Kino come back now, there's sure to be heck to pay. When Mama-pon angry, monster look like chewy toy. Just thought of remember makes Moo go plunge.
Did Oka really have such force of character? But don't fret. It's only because she worries about you. That intensity is nothing but a sign that you are loved dearly, Kino.
Miss Melia sure.
Yes. I'd say she only scolds you because she cares.
Mama-pon get angry because love. Kino not really understand.
Look at it this way. Kino, you are her beloved son. If you were hurt, Oka would be sad, would she not? Therefore, when she scolds you, it's to try and ensure that you don't put yourself in harm's way. So, do not think it cruelty.
Kino, no. Everything resolved if Miss Melia just tells Mopon to tone down harsh when angry at Kino. If you do that, even Mopon may become a bit gentler, Nopon.
No, that I cannot do.
Mama, why no?
You really need me to explain. Isn't it the mark of a hero pond to take responsibility for their own actions? At least I believe Riki did, to an extent. If you wanted to come with us, you should have asked Riki and Okka's permission to begin with. Don't you think that's what a hero pond ought to do?
Mama!
You'll find as you go through life, similar situations may reoccur. If they do, and if you act the way you did this time, nobody will acknowledge you as a true hero pond.
Mama! Miss Melia's so stern. Kino admit defeat. Sneaking on the boat was naughty behavior.
Kino, once you realize you have done wrong, you must reflect on it and rectify it as soon as you can. If you let the chance slip you by, you may not get another.
Kino got it, Miss Melia. From now, Kino promised to never follow friends or sneaky skulky again. We'll follow friends proudly.
Oh. It seems I didn't explain properly after all. What you did wrong was to cause Okka undue concern. So you'll have to accept your punishment, put time into self-reflection, and next time, simply do better. That is the behavior that will let you grow on your path as a mighty hero.
Understood. Kino promise.
I wonder if he really understood.
Oh, they're just too precious.
Yep.
The little chillins.
Alright.
He realized that he hadn't said goodbye to his mom.
Aw.
And that she would get angry
Yeah,
when he
I
came
know.
back.
I might not look like I'm paying attention, but I am paying attention.
I'm just the scoldings.
Well,
It's funny how, yeah, he was more concerned about being scolded and sneaking aboard the ship as opposed to making his mom upset. But look at that line. It goes all the way to the wall.
it's a conga.
Why Mr. Shulk stopped so sudden?
I was just thinking about the cave near Colony 9. Do you know it, Nene? It's called Tephra Cave.
Nene no place. Nene tag along once with group of hum-hum. Went to fetch ether cylinders.
I've done that too sometimes. Went with Ryan a couple of times.
Mama, hooray for twinsies. Nene went there during rebuilding effort.
So you did your part to help Nene. Thanks for that.
It not thing that need thanks per se. Just doing civic duty. Must stay friends and work together. With all peoples that live in world.
That's right.
But folk here have lot of angry scuffles. Fight between neighbors bad. Should watch Nene and Kino. Learn to everyone play nice.
Well, I wouldn't say the people here are enemies exactly. They just don't know how to work out their feelings.
That just fancy way of saying fighting?
It's not exactly like fighting. Both sides do understand each other, but their paths took them in different directions.
What Mr. Shulk mean?
If the two sides had simply hated each other, they wouldn't just leave. They tried to drive the other side out by force. But that's not what they did. They still have common ground to stand on. And Melia's here now. They just need some time to mull things over.
Mr. Shulk is very kind person. Very different from Mopon. When Nene and Kino get into bad fight, Mopon spank first, then ask questions.
Oh,
Nene and Kino always in tears, but always say sorries and make up with hug. End of end, friendship become much stronger. Being friends mean a whole lot more fun, and more fun is more good. Also, everyone in Colony 9 was friends from start of start.
Well, that's because everyone there was working to help rebuild. We all share the same dream.
But dreams of people here all really all that different from each other.
For now, I guess. But Melia's doing the best she can, and we need to as well.
Nene understand. Nene will wait until Miss Melia make dreams of everyone mushed together as one. But if dream of Miss Melia not go through to everyone, in that case, Nene will give vicious spankings, and no one spared, even not Mr. Shulk.
What? Me as well? Just promise to be gentle.
Well then. Your mom is a spanker.
Yep. And Shulk wants gentle spankings.
For goodness sake.
That's naughty. There's no goodness there. Alright, last one. And then we're done.
Is this truly the last one?
Yep. I ain't going back to the heart-to-hearts in the main game.
Well,
no one asked for them, and I don't wanna. Compare.
I would have loved to have seen them. It's so upsetting that you had to essentially
grind points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if they'd all been handled as lovingly as this, I would have been so happy.
I wouldn't doubt if they were as long and extensive as this, which is what makes me sad.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Everybody's asleep. You're the only one left. Welcome. The last thing.
Tyrea, do you perchance remember the day that we two first met?
I was wondering what you'd come out with. You finally decided to settle some past grudges, have you?
Not at all. I just found it quite moving. Though we crossed blades, contended for our very lives, here we are standing shoulder to shoulder, gazing out at our shared ancestral home.
Quite. Getting over all that was a minor miracle. If someone told me a year ago that we'd be doing this, I'd have carved out their spleen for suggesting it.
Tyrea, about what I said to you before.
Yes?
Are your doubts allayed?
Perhaps. Not all of them. However, my answer to the question you posed is more or less ready.
Tell me then.
Melia, you are the last High Emptier of Imperial blood.
Well, yes, that is true. Although, are you not also?
Quiet. You must continue the line. You and none other. You are the light, Melia. You must lead us. Gather our people under your banner. I don't think I ought to be there for that.
Why, Tyrea? What leads you to say such a thing?
The fact is, I was an Inquisitor of the Bionis Order, my very existence prescribed by law. You know what role the Order played in the Imperial family's history. I hardly need to remind you.
Tyrea.
Understand, I regret none of the deeds I did for you, Maya. But even so, all that I have done in that life lingers on inside me, a burden I can't escape. All I do is cast a deep shadow on your radiance. As the Imperial line rises to greet a new age, I would contribute nothing. I'd be a hindrance.
How can you hate your own self that much? If that is the answer you wish to give me, then it would be wrong for me to speak out against it. But I will say this, Tyrea. Imperial blood yet runs in your veins too, as does the mixed blood of Ahoms. We are no different. How could we be?
At this point, it doesn't mean a damn thing.
You're wrong.
Stop talking. I told you not to get your hopes up.
Can it really be your intention to keep blaming yourself? Why? Why won't you turn your eyes to the future? Is this what your mother would have wanted?
How dare you? You didn't know, Mea. You didn't know my mother.
Meh! Two of you, stop flaptraps!
Spanking time.
Nene, what are you doing here?
That question very irregardable. Nene simply observes sneaky-like from hiding. Miss Tyrea, Miss Melia, Sister-Pon fight is counterproductive.
What?
It's better to hug and make up blinkety-snap. If not, Mama Pon, roll up sleeves, then everyone's sorry.
Quit this clowning. We are not...
Incidentally, Nene is older Sister-Pon, so even in fight with Kino, always make up swifty quick. But it's not because Mama Pon's scared into submission, okay? Actually, it's what Nene like to call mature attitude. Ugh, just thinking about make old Scars and Nene itchy. But anyway, bottom line is fighting is bad. So, now is when pleased to hug and make up. Go on, say, sorry, Sister-Pon.
What is this thing going on about?
Mother, huh? If your mother... If Mea were here now, looking at us like this, I wonder what she would say.
Hey, don't tell me you're taking it seriously. It's spouting nonsense.
Not it! Nene's not thing! Nene's Nene!
What point is there in talking about it now? There's no way for us to know. She's dead and gone.
My apologies, Tyrea. I know you put great faith in her. So I just thought... But it's as you say. I'll admit, I never understood your mother's mind. Even at the very end.
Yamea's devotion to the Bionite Order was how she honored the Imperial line. And also, how she channeled her woe over our ultimate fate. Her spirit contained no falsehood.
I see.
Due to the loftiness of her faith, Yamea could be very severe towards both me and herself. I'm sure if she could see me now... Attending at Yamea's side, serving her unto exhaustion was my whole life. Yamea's desires were mine as well. What's more, the blood that flows in me is in essence...
Tyrea?
Yamea's blood and her will. Are they really doomed to just cease to be? Would Yamea really? Would Mother simply allow this?
Hey, whatever has got into you?
Melia, if Yamea were here, if she saw me, saw us two, here's how she'd rebuke us. If you wish a future for the High Entia, you must do whatever is in your power.
Huh?
Changing one's way of life means negating your past self. I tried to change myself, and the path I walked until then, I disavowed. The precious path I had walked as Yamea's loyal retainer. Let me be me then. The Empress's your shadow, and I'll do what's in my power.
So then, You will not change your ways, but still walk alongside me. Is that correct?
Yumea, Mother, kept me by her side for that purpose. She already showed me the road that I should take. I think I'd like to repay her by putting her will into action. For her, and for the future of the High Entia.
I see. So that's the answer you have chosen. I'm glad that is your decision, Tyrea.
You may be a fitting vessel to inherit the throne, but as a politician, you'll be much too soft for your own good. If you got blinded by pretty ideals and came to ruin, I could never face my mother.
No, I'd never be so...
Let's face it, you'll need someone to rein you in when you get too blinkered.
Frankly, I find the suggestion somewhat offensive. All right. But in that case, I must make a pronouncement too. I, Melia Antiqua, Empress of the High Entia, by my name do solemnly decree. Be thou guardian, for our subjects and the race entire. Act the mistress of unseen shadows, and pledge thy very life to this throne. Swear your might, to my bidding, Tyrea.
I accept. I will honor this commission, Your Majesty.
Miss Tyrea, Nene very proud. Managed to apologize very beautiful. Major sister bomb vibes.
Who are you calling sisters? And I'll have you know, I've nothing to apologize for.
Meh? But Miss Tyrea just did proper big bad to Miss Melia, no?
You little... Are you actively trying to insult me?
Meh? But Bao had plenty sorry feel. It's just like when Dadapon make apologizes to Mamapon.
Whatever. I'm too old for this.
The future is within our grasp, sister mine.
Aww.
Aw.
Nene was so cute there. Also, now I'm just imagining what the household's dynamic is for Riki and Oka and
Abuse. Iron fist.
just Riki and his children getting into wild antics, wanting to be Hero Pawn, and now all the little children are probably wanting to be Hero Pawn like their dad. And now she has to contend with them sneaking aboard ships and going to, the other side of the world, and
She probably knew what she was getting into.
What, Wander? What are you doing?
I'm curious what'll happen. That's what'll happen. That shit was a little darker than I thought it was going to be.
Wander. Well, in any case, yeah, so I
We're
suppose
done.
she does spankings, and she makes Riki grovel at her feet,
Yep.
and this little expansion was really cute.
It was really cute. I still wish they had done the villain better. It very much seemed like they were like, well, we got this cut content that we can turn into, like, a kind of bonus DLC so people will be more likely to pick the game up. And, like, I feel like it could have just been an interesting tie-in,
I don't really feel like Shulk grew as a character so much in this.
Nope.
He was
Shulk
just kind
was
of there.
Shulk was just the buddy. This is all Melia.
This was all Melia, and I actually rather like that because I felt Melia was my favorite character.
In the base game, and
in the
she
base
got
game, and
absolutely the least character development.
Well, she got sidelined as soon as the Hyentia were recruited and her father died and everything.
Yeah, let's be honest. She got sidelined the moment we got Fiora back.
Which happened very soon after all
Yeah,
of that. Yay.
Because we got Melia permanently, post Alcamoth / the head. And then immediately we go to the mountain. Oh, hey, there's Fiora. Well, actually, yeah, that's it. Because Fiora showed up you know, in Prison Island, immediately after Melia. And then it was just like, Fiora. And Melia's like, but I like Shulk too. And everybody's like, tough cookies. This time the childhood friend wins, not the exotic elf chick.
I
well.
do feel bad. Melia has so much pressure to continue the imperial line, but oh well.
The horse she picked is taken.
Well, the other thing too is people are asking, where would Shulk's story go? It would have been interesting if he felt a little bit more conflicted about the fact that he was some kind of bizarre reincarnation of the god thing that
Well, he
made
wasn't a
this
reincarnation,
world.
he was the host. I feel like you could have had more with Shulk kind of dealing
But
with...
the thing is, they showed Zanza in his human form, and he looked exactly like Shulk.
Yeah, it's true. And, like, I feel like this would have been interesting to have the original world leaking in a little bit, with Shulk kind of coming to realize that, no, he's a little bit more than just Zanza's, like, vessel. He actually straight up is related to Zanza in some way.
Or it could have been a really cool thing where... have you ever seen this? Where maybe he has these nightmares or something, and they end up becoming the monsters that start coming into being.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
Shulk straight up is the deity.
Right.
The, remaining one. So, it would have been interesting if it turned out that, you know...
Oh!
Bye!
Start sending Nopon off the edge. Don't you dare.
If I just run circles,
No.
how many of them will kill themselves?
Wander, you stop that. You're terrible. You're terrible. No, Nene! Okay, she's back.
Yeah, I know, they come right back.
Wanders, we're talking about potential ways that this...
It's okay. There's a billion different ways it could have gone, but that was all the ending I needed. Woo! I'm not even doing it at this point.
Do it.
They're just dumb. Oh boy! Wait, can I?
You're not gonna push them all. No. They're gonna go behind you.
Yeah, but what if I'm over here? What if they're trying really hard to get behind me?
They'll crowd around you. Wander.
Here they
Poor
go.
things.
Here they go. Oh. Oh, can somebody clip that for me? Oh, that'd be lovely. Oh, man. That was good stuff. This was fun. Thank you all so much for watching. We can talk more about how this could have maybe gone, but I think that might actually be a series that Shell and I should do as like a proper scripted thing.
I don't know.
Because that would be interesting.
Maybe we'll see what happens in the next Xenoblade game. So I doubt that it will have the cast of this particular game.
I would be perfectly happy with them doing a new game as long as it's less tropey as 2. And have a proper conclusion unlike X. Unless they do X2, at which point, I don't know. I'd be pretty cool with that. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.